Okay. All right. Not sure what today will hold, how long I will be on, what's the frequency, Kenneth. I don't know any of these things. All I know is I got to do some work. Right now, I'm just going through some emails. Get rid of some stuff. Lots of spam as usual. I'm getting a lot of spam for not only for my books, but also for, hey, we can help you build a YouTube, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't want a video expert to help me. Help yourself. I don't know what that means. Hey, where and when is the book signing? Let me tell you. It's at the Palm Coast Library on May 2nd. So not this Saturday, the following Saturday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Palm Coast, which is between Daytona and St. Augustine. My wife will not be there, but my daughter will. I'll see Liz on trip. That would be cool. We can then we can go grab some dinner, or if you just come early, we can hang out and I can see you. That would be cool. See, now I'm going to tell my wife, well, you could have met Keith. That's on you. It's like about an hour away from me. But again, my son, who you met half his lifetime ago, his tattoo shop is a couple blocks away. So that would dissuade her more. So I think today I really need to get some writing in, but I also think I need to drop some of these, get some more of these stories out there. It was like everything has click this button to stay signed in. Why? I'm never signed in. When I come back, 700 words today. Very good. So do you just write Monday through Friday? You don't worry about the weekend at all? Just Monday through Friday, which is good. I normally will not work on Saturday unless my wife sleeps in and we have nothing to do. Now, this weekend, I guess Saturday, she just tagged me on Facebook that we're going to some blueberry festival. You know what? Let's go to the blueberry festival. That'd be fine. If it were my carrier, I'd reconsider. Career, I'm thinking you'd. Like I try. Saturday's the only day she's home. Yeah. But we're going to apparently we're going to Palatka on Saturday, the Bostwick Blueberry Festival from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Morning kicks off with a blueberry pancake breakfast served from 8 a.m. until noon. Favorite part of the day for many. And then there's going to be homemade pies, muffins, blueberry ice cream, plenty of other sweet treats, arts and craft vendors, plant sales, a used book sale, and pet adoptions. We're not getting any more pets. Bounce houses. Wonder if they'll let me in. And live music. That sounds like a good time. We're gonna go to that. It sounds like fun. Fun for all ages. What's funny is I have so many stories. I'm like, oh, all right. Well, this one, oh. Weather's supposed to be nice on Saturday. Go hang out at the Blueberry Festival. It's like an hour away from us. Not bad at all. I like to get out and do things whenever we can when we have a day off. I have so many short stories I don't even remember. I'm like, oh, what is this one about? Outdoor. Oh yeah, I can't do that all the time. But you know what? My wife will be happy. The blueberries will be happy. This is what takes so long. I'm like, oh, I got to figure out. I have a title of a. Yeah, the antioxidants will be very happy. Oh, all right, I know what this story is. It's like, oh, Hidden Weapons is the name of this story. No idea what it's about. So I had to look it up, and I'm like, oh, all right, I can figure that. Okay. What's up, Chad? Trying to find a magazine or something. For a short story. Guess what I have to do also is look and see where I have sent it previously to. I do that a lot. I'm like, oh, I found the perfect place for it. Oh, they've already rejected this story. I plugged the beta readers video last night on Reddit. Someone actually asked how to get beta readers, and I was like, "Funny story." Well, thank you, appreciate that. That that is a funny story. Sorry. Never did finish every story in Nickname in high school, and last night I read the fantasy one. I'm not a fantasy guy, but I dug that one. Got a good voice for it. Ever think of writing more? Do you remember which story that was? That's a story that I wrote when me and Keith were hanging out. That's how old that story is. That story's got to be 12 years old or something, or longer. No, well longer than 12. There are several. I think in every short story collection I've done so far, I've put one of them in it. The one where they're on a quest to put out the signal light, funeral pyre, I believe it's called, if I'm correct. Yeah, that was a good story. I did like writing that one. I do remember that one. Yep, set in Freehold. Yep, all of them are. I try to put one, maybe two in each of the short story collections I put out every year. And again, they're just older stories. Let's see if I can find a when that was from. Because now I'm interested. 2016. That story's 10 years old. I feel like I wrote it longer than that though. It is called Funeral Pod because I thought of Black Sabbath, right? Which is where I got the name. It was well written, engaging, and had a great ending. Oh, thank you. There's Lorraine. I have not thought about writing fantasy stories for a long, long time. Right, I saw your video, and oh boy, do I appreciate all those kind words. Thank you for taking the time. You got another one out, Lorraine? I gotta watch it. Yeah, I'm gonna say no on that one. Not a fit. Absolutely happy to do it. Wish I could have expressed my feelings better. Chet says it was perfect. Hmm. The problem is I should be looking at it at a place and then going, okay, what store do I have to fit this? Instead, I'm looking for to land a specific short story. He says, thanks. I'll be working on a promotion short for today. The current one is just a filler. That's what I think of what I really want to do. Only got 1,000 words in today. Ended up with around 2,400 yesterday. Hope to beat that today. I'm determined to get that 40K in by next Thursday. I'm currently at 24,190. Good luck. I think you got this. I probably will not be doing any writing today, but only 100 who can't seem to concentrate. Yeah, that's my. I was like, you know what? I was sleeping really well. You know when you know you have something to do in the morning, and then it goes one of two ways. Either I can't sleep all night because I'm like I got to get up early, or like last night I was out. I didn't move all night, and then my wife this morning like 8 o'clock. It's like you got to get up. I could have slept till 10 o'clock. I had to go get the oil changed on the car. I brought my book, the Silverfish, which is a political thriller. I had an advanced reader copy of it. I'll be doing a video of it probably in the next few days. I'm almost done with it. But I brought my book with me. And the one guy behind the counter that runs it, he lost me. And I was like, I don't want to read this. But actually it's not crazy heavy political. Again, it was a review copy from a publisher, from a PR woman that gives me a lot of really good books. And she's like, this might be a little bit out of your wheelhouse, but would you be interested? And I was like, you know, honestly, I'll give it a shot. And actually, it's very well written. Very well written. This guy is a former operative or something that wrote it. It's his first book. Really, really good. I was very surprised. I was like, I'll start reading, and if I don't like it, I'll just tell her, hey, this isn't for me. But actually, it's like 360 pages. I think I'm on like almost page 300 now. I've been reading it for like the last 3-4 days. So brought it with me. I'm sitting there, I'm reading. The guy behind the counter is obviously Latino, one of these very loud dudes who screams and yells in Spanish. And then this big white dude working, and then the guys in the garage. And those two are arguing about something. The white guy keeps saying, obviously using profanity, Spanish profanity in front of the other guy. And I'm just reading my book, and the guy looks over. I can see a corner of my eye. The Spanish guy looks over and he says, man, don't be saying those words. Don't be cursing in front of the customers. And then the guy's like, he don't know what I'm saying. And then I just kind of smiled, but I kept reading. And then the Spanish guy was like, and I've been there like a million times. We take all of our cars there. And the Spanish guy was like, he don't care about you anyway. He's got his he's a book nerd, man. He's got his nose in a book. He's like, I've never seen anybody come in here and not just sit and play on their phone the whole time. And I stopped reading, I looked up at him, and he just kind of gave me like a weird look, and I said, unlike you, I have more than a 4th grade reading comprehension level, so I'm going to enjoy my book. And then the other guy started laughing. And he's like, whoa, dude got me. So that's funny. Lawrence says, Armand, I enjoyed your beta reader video. I usually use 2 to 3, and now I have a couple of new readers from my Twitch ARC team that want to help with the next one. Very cool. You gotta keep churning them in and out. Don't be afraid to get rid of the bad ones either. She's already abbreviating her book title. How's that what that is? I don't know. Although she misspelled Twitch. I thought Frank Adler was on. She's skyrocketing passes, yeah. Yeah, I can't. I'm doing 50 different things right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to. I don't want to submit stories right now. I'm like, why am I doing this? I mean, I know why. I mean, I know why. There's Frank. One of the best, and I got Armand's opinion. Here we go, making you look bad again. Sorry. Yeah, thanks a lot, Keith. You know what? You know what? Now I'm not going to tell you about the Blueberry Festival that I'm going to on Saturday. I probably will. I knew a teacher who taught high school in Palatka, which is where the Blueberry Festival will be on Saturday. That is very true, Keith. And he said there was like a crazy, like a 40% graduating rate or something in that high school at that point. 40%, because they're all farmers' kids. They're all old school. It's like a Ron Rash novel out there. So all the kids are scratch my back. All the kids are basically going to school until they hit whatever age, I guess 18, whatever, and then they all stop going to school and working on the family farm. It's crazy. He was an English teacher, and there was a group of, this is many years ago, 10 years maybe. It was a group of kids that had a writing group after school. Wasn't put on by the school, it was just put on by some of the kids, and that basically the school said, you can't do this unless you have a teacher with you hanging out in the library. So he started doing it. Kevin is his name. He invited me one time to their little group, and I talked about being a writer and full-time writer, blah blah blah. It was pretty interesting. And then like there was one girl who seemed really really interesting. She asked me a ton of questions, and she would ask him questions. He would send me the questions because I was like, yeah, I don't want to be emailing back and forth with a 17, 18-year-old high school student. And he's like, no, I'll go back and forth. And we went back and forth for like several months, and then we got to the end of the school year. I think she was not the Kevin, no, just another Kevin. And then she was in 11th grade then, and then it was the end of the school year, and then the next year I talked to him. He wanted me to come back, and I was like, all right, I forget her name, is she in there? I even wrote her into one of the Dying Days books as a little cameo part because she loved that series. She was reading that series, and he said she dropped out. She did 11th grade, and then she dropped out to work on the farm, and she was very upset because she probably her parents thought that her writing her dumb stories was dumb, I think was the quote. I'm like, well, that sucks because she actually had some talent. All right, says I try to give you guys a break from having a lady in the house every day by sticking to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I missed talking to you guys yesterday. Yeah, you are always welcome. Listen, we're not. I would rather have you in than listen to guy talk. I hate guy talk. I hate guys talking. I made my when I got the oil changed. Some some woman came in to get her car done. She's probably in her 40s. She was wearing a very, very tight t-shirt with very large fake tatas and super tight painted on jeans. and blonde hair back in a ponytail. I'm a sucker for a blonde, chunky blonde. And she said, "This is when my car was just done. Oil changed, tires rotated. They backed it up in front." And she looked back and she says, "God damn, whose truck is that?" And then the Spanish guy smiled and pointed at me. And then she looked over at me and she's like, "That's a beauty." And man, she had crazy. I was like, "Oh, that she got a meth mouth." He said she had tombstone teeth when she walked outside, which I thought was kind of funny. And I'm like, wow, if she doesn't open her mouth, she's actually very, very pretty woman. But she got like 3, 4 teeth like this, all black, like all crazy. That's it. Like her whole mouth is like 3, 4 teeth. I thought that was funny. She went out because she had a flat tire or something. Was wrong with the tire. So the big fat white guy went out with her. And then the Spanish guy said, "Man, she got tombstone teeth." I said, "Right?" uh, just don't let Armand's bad taste in music stop you from coming in every day, Lorraine. Says the guy talking. Yeah. Armand and I laughed so hard I took my food. We want a lady in the house to class the place up. Yeah. Lots of pillows. Yeah. So it's funny. Then I climbed into my truck and then she was just standing near her car with this other guy and she just staring. And I'm just like, I want to roll down the window and go, fix your damn teeth. But I didn't do that. But I was good. I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop at McDonald's. I'm going to get myself breakfast burritos. No, I'm going to go home and make myself breakfast burritos, which I did. I made 2 breakfast burritos and I used all of the picante sauce. Mr. P says, tombstone teeth. I'm going to use that in a book sometime, right? I laughed. I thought that was hysterical. I just said when she walked out, we were both me and this guy were just it was that we know. And I said, wow, I said, she was cute except for a meth mouth. And he started, he goes, no, tombstone teeth. I like that. I like that a lot. I will also probably use that. I had a bad cup of coffee this morning. If you watch my coffee of the day, it was very bitter. Didn't like it. But then I got no other coffee. Now I'm drinking some Gatorade. This is not a product placement. I think I've used a variant of tombstone teeth in a book. Well, there you go. That's probably where he got it from, Chad. You are the innovator. I did use, I actually did call a story Black Tooth Grin after the Dimebag Daryl drink and the Megadeth line because of it. Probably got it from Bowden, who probably heard it in a song. Right? Like when him and Bob Ford wrote Rattlesnake Kisses, I'm like, Electric Angels. And he's like, holy crap, you know that band? I'm like, I've seen that band live many times back in the day. Of course, I know Rattlesnake Kisses. Lorraine says, hi. My short-term memory stinks, or I'd use the name that you gave, but I didn't sink into my brain fast enough to stay. Yeah. I think I'm going to get some, I'll get some writing in then today. I'm almost done with this short story. Haas or Mr. P, either one works for me. This is heck exactly. So I was supposed to make dirty rice last night, but my wife, I don't seem like she was in a little bit of a mood last couple of days, work stress. And I'm like, you want me to make this dirty rice? And I'm also trying to be a better person and make sure the house is clean, all the throw blankets are nice and folded, so when she comes home from a hard day at work, and let's be honest here. I mean, I know this looks like a lot of hard work sitting around doing this. It's really kind of easy. And I was like, the other night I made dinner. I made the chicken cutlets and egg noodles, and I was like, you know what? I'll make dinner again tonight. Or do you want to go out? And I said, what do you name two things, and I'll name two things. And we both mentioned Mexican food. So we went to Mexican food last night. Didn't overdo it. It was delicious. So tonight I'll make dirty rice for myself. She'll be at her mom's for dinner after work. But I'm going to make the whole thing. And then I'm going to cut it in half so she can have lunch tomorrow. She'll have dirty rice for lunch tomorrow. Dang, gray matter issues. Don't worry about it. I can't remember my own name half the time. Thanks, Haas. Frank says, I want to tell you in reading Savage Season, but I don't want Chad getting a head case about it, so keep it on the down low. Cool. Yeah, we won't talk about that at all. Yeah, everybody just calm down. But I have to know. Spill it, Frank. Right on, Frank. I'm reading the Six Happen letter right now. Just distract him by playing the accused. Oh, I still haven't looked that up. Be right back. Lorraine will be right back, everyone. Mr. P says, this chat couldn't come at a better time. I've been staring at the page for the last hour in a rare state of writer's block. It's not good. Right on time. There she is. She's wearing camouflage yoga pants, I think. It's hard to tell because they're camouflage. And man, she loves those little half shirts with her belly sticking out. And her dog is pooping on the neighbor's lawn, and she just kept walking. Wow. So you talk about Lord and Savior Bigfoot. I told my wife how big of a Bigfoot fan you were. She just shook her head. She's got those black tooth grin shorts. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, that might loosen things up. The Accused is a thrash band. I'm lost at sea on this one. Oh, here comes the mailman. Every, probably more junk. I need my friggin' pin number. I'm getting closer to my $100. Not that they pay it out immediately, but I'd like to know that when it comes. Technically, one of the pioneers of crossover thrash. Thank you very much. Doesn't mean they're good. I mean, I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying it just. For instance, want to talk baseball? Not right now. But what the heck is thrash, Chad? Yeah, Chad. Riddle her that. No, sorry for you. Chad says, sure, let's talk baseball. Tigers won last night. It's still way early in the season, Frank. Way early in the season. Red Sox look awful. Oh, that's right. Armand's in charge, so I'll sit in the corner reading Frank's book for a while. Please don't read that. We want you to engage with us. Frank says, in my book, oh no. Crap, there's a game starting right now. A dark corner. It's the death one. Frank just broke out in a sweat. Yeah, we got some day games today. The game on now, I thought it was like a 1 o'clock game. Still not as bad as the Mets. Oh my god! And you know what? I laugh because I mean I laugh at Mets fans in general, but I laugh because well now they're going well. It's because Juan Soto got hurt, and that's the only reason we've lost 12 games. Well, first off, I don't like him. I think he's very arrogant. I was never a fan of his. Number two, the Mets are pathetic and they're going to always find a way to lose, which is great, spending all that money. I just think it's all funny. I wish Charlie's short stories were already in his own book. I'll point people to his channel and Substack and said he's next on my promotion list. Then Frank. Nice. Still averaging about $5 a day, which is nice. I'm less than 100 people away from 83,000 subscribers, which is just insane to me. I'm getting like 1,500 a day. At one point, I was getting like almost 4,000 a day. But I'll take 1,500 a day. That's, to me, again, insane. Miss P says, I need to look into Substack, but I fear all technology. That's always my problem. More or less, I like reading stuff on Substack, like Charlie stuff, and then just dumping. Anytime I have a new video, I put it on there, and I seem to get some traction from it. Lorraine, I shared your channel on Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, and Substack, encouraging people to follow your publishing journey, but not sure a push from me will do anything with you, Haas, on that tech issue. Interesting. So much, Chad. I got to do one of those videos like Lorraine did for us. Here's everybody's social media stuff. That was a good. I like that. It was a good move. We'll steal that one. See that pitcher catch the ball on his shirt? Wild. Crazy wild. I've done it. Chess, did you see Rogers, Detroit catcher, pitch in inning the other night, Armin? He threw all knuckleballs between 50 and 7 miles and got 2 strikeouts. Frank said that's the last of the baseball chat, Lorraine. She went to a Braves game. I'd take 15 on her today. You know what? I'm not complaining. Trust me, I'm not complaining. I thought it would take forever to get to that first 1,000. Now I'm getting that every freaking day. What are you up to, Lorraine? We got to get you. We got to build your channel up. You're up to 136. All right. I mean, 100% needs more subs. I've been thinking that for weeks. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to do. You know what I'm gonna do, Lorraine? Not right now. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do some post like Chad did. I'll do a check out this author posts on all of my socials. I'll even put one on Twitter. In fact, I'm going to do it now. Why wait? Miss P says, I just subscribed to your channel, Lorraine. Very good. You tell myself that my type of channel is a slow burn sort that only appeals to people who want to plug into my story. You'll be a writer, and people obviously like. I got how many freaking followers do I have now because of the writing stuff, and because of this pretty face. Let's be honest. Thanks, Haas. I can't wait to chat with you there. Lorraine is primed to go viral. I can geek it. If Frank geeks something, I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to happen. He's a geek from way back. All right, I'm going to set up a post on Blue Sky right now. Late blooming. You're no longer aspiring, Lorraine. You're an author. All right. $137. Now that Haas is here. Lorraine, you might regret it. Ask Armin. I'm a real smart aleck. Yeah, you're fine. For the love of Jersey, you must hit 138. She won't understand it, but I find that amusing. All right, so 437 today on Blue Sky, and I'm going to do it 4 times. I post each one 4 times. You'll have on my Blue Sky, on my threads, on my author page on Facebook. You'll have 4 of each on those, and then I'll put it on my LinkedIn, and I'll put it on my Substack. This will give me something to do right now. With a picture of Lorraine to suck them in. Plus, there'll be a bunch of shares for most of me. I schedule things 10 days apart. So every 10 days at a different time. So like May 2nd, May 12th, then May 22nd, and then April 2nd. If Chad kicks up his creepy couch again, starts getting and is back to being monetized, then I will do the same for him, and hopefully it will help. I said I don't do tutorials type stuff much, or else that might bring people. But unlike the 20 somethings, I don't want to give a lot of advice without being published. No, I get that, but you also have um, your situation in life is unique, and you do share a lot of that, which I think is great. Hopefully, it helps you, even the bad times. You know what I'm saying? Through good times, then bad times, I'll be at your side for. That's what friends are for. All right, so we got it for threads tonight at 8:15. We'll start the kickoff of those. Don't forget Friendster and Google Plus. Now I remember Jack Wolin was so in on Google Plus. It was crazy. It's like we're all there. Let's all go there. No. You know what, Jack? I'm good. Like I literally think I was on it. I had a Google Plus, and there was another one. I forget what the name it was that he was really big on. Miss P says, I give advice just because I ain't published doesn't mean I don't have anything to say. Or it says something in French. I wanted to write it in German, but I couldn't remember the spelling. Flaunt what your mama gave you. Words to live by. Haas had plenty to say. I just want to have some weight behind it for aspiring authors. The bad times fuel most of my writing. You know what? It gives you something to write about. Our experience is worth sharing. Don't be scared. Ryan says, Amen, Armand. I'm going to tell you a little story. I dated a girl for 6 years before I met my current wife. And she knew a lot of people in the music business. Okay. She knew who I got to meet because of her. She grew up in Miami. She grew up with, she's very good friends with Rob Thomas, with the dude from the Counting Crows, from Ed, what was it, Ed Kowalski from the band Live. Remember them? And one of the things that always struck me is that band Live, Lightning Strikes, I think was the song. Anyway, their first few albums were very, he's basically very heartfelt, very negative, very personal. And then they did very, very well. And I remember her going to, what was his name? Andy Garcia. Remember the actor Andy Garcia? She went to his house for a party one time when we were together. She was down in Miami. And he was there, that guy Ed. And his new album had just come out, and they were playing some of it in like a side room for people. And she said everybody was look like, what is this? And it was like really uplifting and really positive and everything. And it wasn't good. And eventually that album came out and it bombed. And one of the things that basically somebody said to him was like, dude, you lost it because your band is, because of the personal, because of the negative and all this. And his thing was, but this is my life now. I have a lot of money. I have a great family. I'm no longer doing drugs. I'm no longer an alcoholic. I've gotten my life together. I have a personal trainer. I have a chef. I have on and on and on. And it came out in his music, in his lyrics, and it was a very happy, positive album. And it wasn't them. It was garbage. So my point is, sometimes you need to stay in. Your life is not going to change, or maybe that's not a bad. Maybe that's not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying all the time. I don't know where I was going with that. Frank says, Jack Wallen always seems to think a whole different batch of people will use a new social media platform. Yeah, whatever comes up, he's in on that one because all the evil people are on all the previous ones. Lorraine says, it's actually easier to share my ups and downs of caregiving in my childhood than to give a tutorial video. 2 ADHD to keep things straight. I like those videos though. Although I like them, but then I also get sad with you when you get teary-eyed. I also get teary-eyed. I'm a very emotional person, and I just feel so bad for you. Then my wife comes home and I'm like, Lorraine posted this video, and this is what she's going through, and not good. Frank's not just Jack. A lot of people seem to have that idea. Yeah, no, not the redhead. Did she have a think for spray button? No, that's a different person. Happiness kills art. Yeah. We have to be, right? We have to be miserable. What's the point? It certainly seems so, Haas. I can't write poetry unless my heart is trashed. Yeah. Not to be confused with thrash, as in thrash metal, though. Comparison kills joy. Yeah. That's why they say killjoy. Not Frank's wife. Don't kill Frank's, you know what I'm saying. All right. I got it on my author page, my Facebook author page tomorrow, about 4:00 or so. That one will go live. Picture of Lorraine. Picture of Lorraine. That sounds like one of those 90s alternative bands, right? Man, where are you going to see at the Ritz tonight? Picture of Lorraine is playing. Oh my God, I love them. There's this positive album Friday. I shared Chad's share on Facebook of Lorraine's video. Oh, I like that, Keith. Great insight. Yeah, obviously, if we see one another's videos and stuff, we need to share them as much as the algorithm will actually let us see things. Insight. You know what I'm saying? Insight, not outsight. Insight. I drive my wife crazy when we watch television because I'm just making comments all the time, like just under my breath. And she's just like, "Do you do this when you're home alone?" I said, "Oh, yeah, I don't need an audience. I mean, it's nice. YouTube Live, I have an audience to say random things, but I don't need an audience. I'm here to amuse myself." All right, let's jump on to the Facebook, as us young kids say. All right, Lorraine, I just posted it onto my page on Facebook, and I'm going to do the Armand Rosamilia fan club. I'll post it there as well. And just so you know, I didn't create the Armand Rosamilia fan club. It's already a thing. You don't be doxing my wife, Joy. Oh, your wife's name is Joy, yeah. I used to write a whole lot of poetry. Now I'm downgraded to writing novels. Fountains of Wayne featuring pictures of Lorraine. I'd see that concert. Didn't the singer from Fountains of Wayne die from COVID? Or am I thinking of somebody else? I like them. I saw them in concert at the Wonder Bar in Asbury Park many, many, many years ago. Many years ago. Lorraine, are you on Substack or no? I can't remember. I can't remember all things. All the things that rhyme with my name, exactly. I don't think you're on Substack. Are you on Substack? Well, there you are. You just don't have your picture up. All right. Chaz's Fountains of Wayne, aren't they the one with the Stacy song? Yes, with the Stacy song. I wrote a love poem and Edgar style for Edgar Allan Poe and the Conquer Worm, and damn, was that a chore. My favorite Fountains of Wayne song is "Please Leave the Biker," is the name of the song, and it's just a great song. Yeah, they got very big because of that Stacy's mom thing, but I liked them way back when they were playing crappy clubs like the Wonder Bar. All right, so I posted it on Facebook, LinkedIn, Substack. It'll be on Blue Sky 3 times, Threads 3 times, my Facebook author page 3 times. Those are the only ones I post on. Hopefully, it will help Lorraine. If not, we'll just blame it on Lorraine. What type of music do they play? They are, what would you call them? Punk pop. Very New Jersey band. Sign for Substack to follow. Will follow me too. Wonder Bar always overshadowed by Stone Pony, but I think it's a better venue. Yeah, I always liked Wonder Bar. I liked them back when they were on Death Records. Exit says President was trolling Armand's Facebook fan page. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. But I don't have it set up for my work. See, what you need to do is what I do is I then copy the link to every one of my videos onto there for YouTube to build up your YouTube. Power pop. I don't know about power pop. You don't even know what the fuck biohazard is. So how would you know? I'm behind on dressing up my Substack page. Yeah, you got to put your picture up there and stuff. What is this? I got like 6 emails. I love when they send you spam and it's this from different spellings of a name wrong, and it's all just the same message. Because that's going to get me. Nothing gets me to get a sucker for spam, but they give you the same 6 messages, literally all within 2 minutes of each other. That's how to do it. Find a song, I know. There you go. They were so much more than that one song, though. That was a good band. I think I saw them and Dramarama a lot at Wonder Bar. But you're right, Frank. It was it is a really good venue. Does the I Friggin' Love Armand Rosamilia group on Facebook still active or whatever it was called? Yeah. I mean, there's not a ton of posts back and forth. Again, it's somewhere that I just dump all my stuff onto. But I do get comments. I get more comments that people say, hey, I saw in your fan page. I get a lot of private messages rather than there's that kid just going to be running around out there now for like the next 2 hours. Fun tip. They'll lock you away for a few days if you blow up too much of a city park. Really? We're wondering where the heck you are. Thanks so much. Yes, blame it on the rain. I've heard that one a time or two. I'm sure you have. I'm sure you're like, oh, I don't know what you mean. Oh, somebody really enjoyed my my chapter for my for on Patreon. Nice. NFL draft tonight, 8 p.m. I don't even know why I'm all excited. As a Raiders fan, I don't even know why I'm excited. That tip was fun. Just the tip. I'm still learning how to use links. I know Haas isn't laughing. Exactly. That wasn't a laugh. That was more of a little chuckle. But that was a little chuckle because of the Haas thing, not because of anything else. I would imagine your Tigers game is just about to start, Chad. I get this email like every day from this company about podcasts. You want to be a guest on a podcast. And like once a month, maybe there's a podcast that I can be on. A lot of it's like, if you are a hospital worker in downtown Chicago, we want to have you on our podcast. And I'm like, how do you have 121 episodes of your podcast if all you're doing is, I mean, how many different nurses are you going to interview? How many are you keep bringing back? I guess Chicago probably has a lot of nurses, but still, that's just one of them. And I'm like, are they really on the one they want to be a podcast guest? Packers will draft amazing tonight, or not at all. This piece of sausage links, I do love me some sausage links. God, sausage is so good. I wish I had sausage for my breakfast burritos this morning. I did not. I had eggs, onions, green peppers, green peppers are probably the hottest peppers in the world. Everybody knows that. And some mushrooms, because I do love me some mushrooms. And a lot of cheese. I mean, I melted so much cheese you almost couldn't see the rest of it. Yeah, he knows how to use sausage links. They call him the Sausage King of Chicago. I think Chad already dropped. Chad's like, I'm going to watch this game. I'm going to watch my team beat Nick's team. Because I think they're playing each other, aren't they? Yeah. Wisco is playing Mish. Yellow peeps are the hottest peppers. I have a bag of I've 4 different bags of peppers. My wife buys the ones. I'm like, don't buy me a pepper, because then I feel like it's going to start rotting and I got to use it right away. Buy me the frozen bags. Those are the best. But I have a bag of green peppers, a bag of red peppers, a bag of yellow peppers, and then I have a mixed bag with all 3. A lot of peppers in this house. And again, spicy. Oh, so spicy. He says, Lorraine, you'll read the poem in the book, Let the Waiting Begin. That'd be me. Haas. I'm not even watching the Red Sox Yankees game tonight. Just so, as usual, just so mad. Remember that 5-minute conversations guy? 5-minute conversations guy. Now, refresh my memory. The sequel to Poe. Oh, don't be like that. I don't want to make these manly men in here blush. My Jags are going to get a top prospect first round, and then the Bull is a luck. There are many people saying that. This town is awful. There are many idiots. And I'm sorry if you're an idiot Jaguar fan. You're an idiot. When will it be published? Keith has no clue. Peyton Tolley on the mound tonight for the Red Sox. Let's hope we can stop the bleeding. I'm going to tell you who I never liked, Frank. Jazz Chisholm, when he was on the Marlins. So arrogant. Whenever he would do a rehab in Jacksonville, they said he was the only. So here's the thing: when like a major league ball player goes on a rehab assignment to the minor leagues, the thing that they all do, except for apparently Jazz, is they buy dinner for the team for that night. Some players come down and they buy dinner for their team and for the visiting team. Not that guy. He didn't buy anybody anything. Like you're in the major leagues. You're making 50 times what these guys are making. You won't buy some cheeseburgers or something? Want me to bring you some peppers? No. And I'll show you. I mean, you could bring Tom some peppers, but you ain't bringing me pepper. I'm not eating peppers. I already have the hottest pepper in the world. Yellow pepper, or green pepper, or red pepper. He was from the Caribbean. I think he still is from there. He just was a jerk. When he was here, when he played for the team and we got to meet him at the, what do you call it? At the picnics, the Sunday picnics, when I used to be the president of the booster club. He was just very standoffish, and and even the players that live with us, they were all like, he's a jerk. Frank said, after you did the show once, he hounded the heck out of you to do more. Who are we even talking about? Are we talking about Jazz Chisholm, or are we talking about some guy? I don't know what the 5-minute fun conversations guy thing is. We're having too many conversations at once here, Frank. Love the multi-conversation, like having a sports commercial on the back of I don't know what's going on right now. He hounded the heck out of you to do more. I don't know, there was a few of those. There's a few of those people that were immediately like they want to do another Armcast podcast episode, and I'm like, you were just on. You were literally just on 2 weeks ago. You would like him because he's an arrogant Yankee, and you do like that team, so makes sense. Really, for me, anything with jazz hands. He marched to his own drum, yeah, except he's not really good at it right now, which I think is hysterical. He also thinks he's going to get a $400 million extension, and everybody's like, "Yeah, I don't think so." It's very arrogant. This kid just can keep jogging by and drive me nuts. Don't meet your heroes is right. Move past the podcast guy. I don't even know who that podcast guy was. If I wasn't as technologically uh, ridiculous as obviously as Haas is, I would I could take all those old Armcast podcasts and Mondo Method podcasts and put them up on YouTube. There were some good interviews. There's a lot of bad interviews too. So far this year, the Sox win the award for the worst uniforms. It's that yellow one. It's the yellow one is just god awful. The funny part is it's like originally when the Red Sox this year, Fanatics, who does the uniforms, they screwed up the Red Sox uniforms and the letters were too small. They did that last year to a couple of different teams. I guess Fanatics pretty much owns baseball at this point, and they bought Topps trading card company and everything else. And the funny part is, when I first started dating Shelly, you know, 12, 13 years ago, 14 years ago, one of her tenants was Fanatics. They rented a couple of warehouses here in Jacksonville from her. But then they ended up, when the lease ended, they ended up moving, and they were awful tenants. The guy who ran it was a moron. And Shelly was glad they left, and then they become this huge conglomerate now. And she always, anytime she sees a commercial for them, she says, I don't like them. I don't like the all green one either that matches the monster. There's no red. It's like if the tigers were zebra print. I like that analogy, Chad. You know what? I do like that analogy. Frank said, and the Marlins still wearing that uniform that looks like someone threw a rainbow sprinkled cupcake against the wall? Yeah, that's one of them. There's Charlie. Like that college team that wears blue and plays on blue grass. See, now, for me, the Red Sox are always the the white, home white, road grays. And then when they went to the blue uniform, I was like, all right, I can do that. Because it's still the that Red Sox blue. And then when they were doing the red and the red hats with the blue bill back in the 70s, those were great. Why did you have to get away from any of those with this? The green, I think, is awful, but it's the second worst. That yellow is just bad. Like, where do you get yellow? Where do you get yellow from? Yeah, because when I think of Boston, I think of the color yellow. It's literally like a softball team uniform. Chad agreed. I don't know. It's just a weird. At least they don't have whisk on the uniforms. You know what? That is true. I mean, these whole cityscape uniform things are just, again, let's see what other money grab we can do. It's like selling the sleeve patches to companies now. Like, stop that. Just stop it. Oh, somebody just bought a copy of ebook copy of Permafrost. Nice. I'm gonna watch some Lorraine videos later on. When I think of Boston, I think of Boston beans candy. And what color is the box? Red. Lorraine says hi to Charlie. Yeah, when I think Boston, I think the color red. Golf clap for Permafrost. Wow. Golf clap. How dare you? I will obviously be on tomorrow. I will not be here Friday. I'm going to the Blueberry Festival. I think it's a blueberry festival. Atomic Fireballs, Boston Beans. I don't like either. But for me, it would be Atomic Fireballs nor Boston Beans. Again, it's the hot. I don't like anything hot. I'm also not a huge fan of anything really cinnamon. Like overpowering cinnamon. Why did I take my old man pills today? Holy crap, what am I doing? I'm trying to kill myself or something. I don't think drink enough Gatorade. Charlie says hi back to Lorraine. Lynch says, thanks for watching my videos. Frank says, I watched a bunch of Lorraine videos before you came on. Nice. She got 138 subscribers, Chad. We are 138. We are 138. I did get some writing in, though. Exactly. Lorraine, thanks, Frank, for visiting. You know what? I think I'm going to do an hour and a half today. Because I'm just getting tired. I had to leave the house today. You know, that always kills me. I'll be on tomorrow. We go finish reading this political thriller book. Do a video of it over the next couple 3 days. I want to thank everybody for hitting the subscribe button. I want to thank everybody for watching videos, for watching through the ads to help me make some money here. I just need some book sales now. Would be really nice. Yeah. If Chad was a better friend, he would have said, oh my God, let's take 10,038. Or say 1,000. Miss B says, nuts, now have to go right. Yep, you have to go right. I get to go read. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see everybody tomorrow, hopefully. Come pop in. We will do this again. And hopefully I'll get some writing in tomorrow. 11:40, Lauren. 11:40. There you go. All right, everybody. Have a great, great rest of your Thursday.